The 20th century has become the age of science. Scientists reached into the core of nature itself to crack the genetic codes of man and beast. But some people decided to experiment. They patched pieces together and waited to see what kinds of creatures came out. There's a fine line between progress and meddling, and that line has been crossed. It's too late to turn back now. It was a quiet night for the detective. The kind when the most exciting thing going on was a walk with the dog. But a breaking news story on TV changed all that. Suddenly, the smell of a new case was in the air.
Breaking news. The town of Brightfield is being evacuated after a series of bizarre animal attacks. Unusually low temperatures and heavy snowfall have complicated evacuation efforts. We will keep you updated on the situation as details become available.
Without missing a beat, the detective notified the top brass at Mystery Tracker's headquarters and hopped a plane.
Detective, you will approach your destination shortly. You are a highly qualified agent, so I'm sure you will be careful in the field. Just act according to the situation. Good luck out there.
Attention. A state of emergency has been declared. All citizens must report to the designated extraction zone for immediate evacuation by helicopter. Attention. Helicopters will depart promptly at...
The recording turned out to be some kind of audio diary. It was a woman talking in a scared and desperate voice. Kelly's voice.
I can't find James, and now I've missed the evacuation. I'm scared. The town is filled with strange animals, and how can they even exist? And that beast, it's following me. I have to get out of here, whatever it takes.
The article was from before the evacuation, before Brightfield became a ghost town. It included a picture of a respected businessman named Archibald Karr. The detective knew the type: rich, influential, a real local do-gooder. This fellow Karr had promised to help with the evacuation and figure out where all the strange animals running around town had come from. Who would say no to that? The detective found a letter from Kelly's sweetheart, a kid named James. From the sound of things, there had been trouble in paradise.
Dear Kelly, my uncle will never let us be together. He says he can't afford for the heir of his empire to be with a mere nurse. He's nothing but a stubborn elitist. I hate him. But I promise, everything is going to change. As soon as I learn the truth, we will be together. Yours always, James.
a moment, it dawned on the detective, J.K. The locket belonged to Kelly's sweetheart, James Karr. But what was it doing there in the lair of the beast, with no James in sight? Things weren't looking good for the Karr kid. And if the locket was all that was left of him, then whoever created the beast could add murder to their list of crimes. As the radio crackled to life, voices carried through the icy air. Somehow, the detective knew this was a conversation that was never meant to be heard.
We should catch the creature before it gets out of our control.
It's already out of our control. We need to stop the creature and eliminate that girl if we must.
Why? She has no knowledge of anything.
She's a nuisance, and I don't like her.
And what about that detective who flew into town? Is there a problem there?
No, we'll deal with it.
The detective found a jackpot of information on the microfilm. It turned out some strange things had been going missing in town. A skeleton from the museum, a pair of lions from the zoo, psychiatric research files from a private clinic, the takings from a casino, a string of seemingly random crimes that all pointed straight to an outfit called the Four Aces. The detective had never heard of them, but whoever these aces were, they had audacity in spades.